Hey guys, it is seed starting day. Today we are starting some peppers, and I'm also gonna do some onions, but those are just kind of like because I need to do them anyway. But the big deal today is our peppers. I have a container here full of peppers we're gonna be starting. I have all my plant markers over here already filled out, ready to go. And I have my tray here filled with potting soil. So this is a 72 cell tray. I'm going to be filling this up with peppers today. So that is what we're doing. I also have this cool little 1 liter like pump sprayer. I actually got this at Dollar General last year and I never used it. So I found it in the garage and I thought this is the perfect time to use this. So I'm just gonna like lightly moisten this soil. Before I start seeds. And we'll do this again after the seeds are in as well. So basically I have my potting soil in this tray. I have all my plant markers. I have on the wall behind you guys, I have a list of everything I'm growing with a keep, sell, and total number. So I know how many of each to plant, and that is kind of what we're doing. So I'm just gonna get started here. So I have a whole bunch of pepper seeds in here, and what I do is I will actually, I'm not gonna label these the way I thought I was going to. I forgot, it's been a while since I've done this, but what I do when I use these 72 cell trays like this is I will actually just take one marker and put it in. So this is the lemon spice jalapeno, the first one I'm gonna do, and I'm gonna do 2 of these. So I'll get my seeds out. And then I will put 1 in each pod. And then on this third one, I will move on to the next one, which is Sugar Rush Red. So I'll put another marker here. So does that make sense? So these 2 cells are the lemon spice jalapeno, and then from this point back is the Sugar Rush Red. That's just how I do it. It just seems like it makes the most sense. And you don't have like 72 markers in here. Now when I pot these, each pot will get its own marker. But for now, since I know these can't move from this setup, this is how I like to mark them. So I already have all of my markers written out, but that's okay. So I'm trying to kind of go in the list that I have it up on the wall. But these are kind of not in, they're not in order in my container here. So this is gonna be quite the process. So a lot of these pepper seeds that I'm starting this year, these new varieties to me, actually I got through the seed swap that I did last fall. If you were not here for the seed swap or you didn't know about it or whatever, I am going to be doing another one of those this fall. So keep that in mind for this fall. After the growing season's over, I will be doing another seed swap. I just thought that was so fun, and we had a lot of fun. And I think everybody got a ton of seeds, so that made me super happy. So this next one is 7. So I'm gonna do 2 here, and then I'll put another marker here. This is the Craig's Grande jalapeno. These are so good. They do get huge. And they grow really prolifically as well. So if you're looking for just like a classic green that ripens to red jalapeno, highly suggest the Craig's Grande jalapeno. I got my seeds from Baker Creek. I'm not sure if that's like a proprietary seed for them or not, but they are great. They taste amazing. They freeze really well, and they grow really, really well for me. Next is Cubanelle. There's just one of those. So some of these I am going to be doubling up seeds in the pods just to be safe, because either I saved them or somebody else saved them. And like, it's not that I don't trust saved seeds, because I do obviously, but we want to make sure our germination's good. Hatch is just one. I'm just covering up with like the tiniest bit of soil. Basically, when you plant seeds, you want to plant them twice as deep as they are wide. So pepper seeds are real tiny, so you just want to barely cover them up with some soil. Okay, now this next one is just called a huge jalapeno, and I don't think that's the name of it, but that's what it's called. So we'll see. We'll see. I'm excited to grow this one, mostly because I want to see if it's as big as the Craig's Grande. So I have my tray here filled with potting soil, and I use Pro Mix. I actually did a video earlier this week about my indoor seed starting setup. I will post that down below and up in the corner if you missed that, and it will it'll give you more information about all the stuff I use to start seeds indoors, where I get my trays, what kind of potting soil I use, what kind of lights, heat mats, all of that stuff. So I'll make sure I put that up in the corner and down below for you guys. It gives a lot of good information about like my exact setup. I linked everything that I use in the description of that video as well, so if you've ever wondered, it's all there. Next is Candy Cane Red. This one is also from the Seed Swap. I am really excited about this one because it's like a variegated plant in pepper. The pepper itself is variegated, like striped, which is really cool. Next is the Glow Pepper from Johnny's. These I grew last year, and they're delicious. They're an orange bell pepper. It is a hybrid, so it grows nice and uniform. And hello, come out. There we go. They're just really good. They ripen to orange really fast too. Like, you don't feel like you're waiting 100 years for your peppers to ripen to orange, which is a plus for me because I am very impatient. Okay. Keystone Resistant Giant Bell. These, they do get giant. I will give them that. They ripen to red, but they take a very long time to ripen to red. So when I grow these for myself, I usually grow them as a green bell pepper and just pick them when they're green. I find that every once in a while I can get one to ripen, but for the most part, I tend to lose the peppers before they turn red. So I would rather have a green pepper than no pepper at all. So when I fill these trays, I do kind of push the soil down into each little pod, but then I leave it nice and fluffy on top, so the seeds have nice loose soil on top. The Chocolate Beauty Pepper, I get these from In My Gardener. These are a bell pepper. They turn brown when they're ripened, and they are really, really, really good. They have a really nice flavor. They remind me a little bit of like a red bell pepper because they're kind of like on the sweeter side of the bell peppers. And even when they're green, they still taste really, really nice. Habanada and Jalapeno, I am really excited to grow. Those are the heatless versions of the habanero and the jalapeno. So they look like their spicy counterparts, but they do not have the heat. So they look and taste like them without the heat, which I am really, really excited about. I guess I should also tell you these plant markers I use are just these little plastic plant markers. I buy these on Amazon, and I bought my first round of them like 4 years ago, and I just now had to buy a new batch this year. I reuse them also. They last forever. Sometimes I do have to like rewrite the names on them, but for the most part, like I'm able to just keep reusing them, which is really cool. Just look up like plastic plant markers on Amazon, and it's like a pack of like 500 or 600 for like $12 or something like that. I really, really like them. California Wonder. So California Wonders are like the standard, you can get them anywhere, bell pepper. You can buy them as seeds, you can buy them as plants, like you can get them anywhere you want. And it's been a while since I've grown any, because I've just kind of been experimenting with other varieties. So I figured it's probably time I try the tried and true classic once again, because you know, I do like to try different stuff, but I am trying the California Wonder again this year, just to see how it does, because it's been a while since I've grown a California Wonder, and honestly, they didn't do well. But to be honest, I did not really know how to grow peppers the last time I grew California Wonders, so we're gonna try it again. I'm gonna fill up this whole tray. I had a couple extra spots, so we are adjusting things as we go. So these are the Lilac Bell. These I actually got from True Leaf Market. I am a True Leaf ambassador. I do have a link in the description down below that you can shop with. I really like their seeds. They have a good variety, and you get quite a few in each pack, which is really nice. They also sell a ton of microgreens, which is something that I bought some microgreen seeds, but I haven't done anything with them yet. So I don't know, we'll see. I might do something with them this spring. I don't know. Well, I just don't know. This one is called the Gypsy Bell Pepper. This is also a new one to me this year. And last but not least, we have the Chocolate Candy Cane, which is a variegated, another variegated. So excited about these as well. Get everything in, and there we go. We have all of our pepper seeds for 2023 planted. So what I'm gonna do now is pick up my mess. And I am going to spray these with some water. I think, ooh, too much. Ooh, too much. Okay, there we go. You can adjust the little nozzle on this thing, but I don't know. Get everything nice and wet, and then I am going to pop the dome on it like this. And I have my heat mats on the shelf already, and this is just gonna go on a shelf and stay warm and toasty, and hopefully in the next few days we will have some pepper seedlings popping up. So this will go on the shelf, and I am going to start some onions. So my onions here, I am going to be doing the Alyssa Craig onion from In My Gardener. These are a long day onion. I can actually do both. I can do long day and short day and intermediate day in my specific area from what I've seen. Now that obviously might not be accurate, but every map I look at tells me something slightly different. The onions I grew last year, I grew those from sets. Those were called Candy Yellow, I think, from Gurney's. I did order sets again this year, but I am gonna try to grow them from seed. So basically, all I have to do here, and I moistened this soil, but I'm just gonna kind of mix it up a little bit. All I'm gonna do is just kind of sprinkle these on here. And just kind of pat them in. And that's all I'm gonna do. And then I'm gonna spray them again. Just lightly. And then I have this piece of plastic wrap that I've just had floating around in here. And I'm gonna use this as this little pan's little humidity dome. This is actually 2 aluminum cake pans, or 2 aluminum loaf pans. One I poked holes in the bottom of, and then the bottom one does not have holes in it. So that's what I'm gonna be starting my onions in, is this little contraption. It's gonna go on a heat mat as well, and then hopefully we will get some germination. I've never done onions before from seed, but they can't be that hard. So I don't know, we're gonna try them. So that is it. We have started the garden officially, and that is very exciting. I don't have anything else to start until I do tomatoes, and I won't do those until the middle of March. So I have like basically a whole month until I'm gonna start anything else. But I do like to start peppers a few weeks earlier than tomatoes, strictly because they take a while to germinate, and I like them to be a little bit older, a little bit more mature and bigger when I put them in the ground, because I don't usually get peppers until like August here, and they will keep going into my first frost in October. But if I can get them in the ground when they're a little bit bigger, I will usually get peppers sooner and for a longer period of time. So that is the gist of it. I am planting these peppers literally like 12 weeks before they're gonna go in the ground. That's a long time. You don't have to plant them that early. I do only because I would like to get peppers off of these plants sooner than I would if I would have started them 8 weeks before they went out. So that's the method to my madness. We have officially started seeds, and that is very exciting. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.